Alright, here we go. I'm still getting ready for the morning, so I'm going to turn the camera off just for a minute. But I'll be back. I'm here. I'm here playing. I'll you know, I'll be chatting in a minute. So hang tight. We're just getting started. Let's see who's online first, though. Oh, a couple people, and one of them is Brahmi. This should be good. Maybe I'll take role play off and see if he comes down, you know, just for fun. But anyway, hold on. I'm still here. Morning, Ox. Yeah, you're cloaking? Nice. Are you with, you're on green right now? I just woke up and hopped on, so I'm not too up to date on the going-ons last night yet. My coffee is brewed. Nice. Hey, 2 for 4 is pretty good ratio. I think we went 0 for 3 before the patch because we were working on cloaks over here too. And we were on it. We were on the quill main, but it was just a very pantsful day. But it's all right. You know, all's well that ends well. Let's get a little more mana. Did you see I got Shroud of Undeath? It's a sweet gift. I'm gonna throw it on right now. There we go. Hee hee hee. I like this, the skelly laugh. Why is he not doing it? There it is. Hee 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 hee. Okay. Anyway, I haven't seen what popped here yet. I know the repop happened yesterday. It's now Thursday. But who knows? Maybe this has been untouched. We'll see. We'll go take a peek. Maybe somebody came through and checked it already, but maybe not. Let me just get a little more mana. So, hang tight. You know, sip them if you got them. It's coffee time, at least where I'm at. Sun will be up in a bit. It's very early. So, anyway, I hope you're all getting ready for a great Thursday. I know I am. We're just getting started over here. So, be right back. One quick sec. Two out of five. It's getting a little closer to the ratio you'd expect. You know what I mean? Probably 2 out of 6 would be about average based on, anecdotal evidence and some pretty good sessions that we've had over the years, right, Ox? One out of 3 seems to be about average. But thoughts on patch? It's a little weird that the only one change that seemed game changing is the passy nerf, and that's like the one thing they didn't put in the patch notes, right? Maybe some other things will be discovered too, but that's word on the street, right? Passy's down from 7 minutes to 2 minutes or whatever. Yeah, exactly. That's the big news. Word on the street. Oops, let's get that dust. Why not? Phosphorus powder. So this is something I remember dropping a lot more on live. I remember going to Guck and coming back with like a stack of phosphorus powder. Like they would drop like frequently off these dead frogs. Maybe it'll be fixed. Yeah, I mean that's one reason not to put it on the patch notes. If it was an accident. We'll see. We'll see. Very interesting. Very interesting. Because that's a pretty big change. That's like a fraction of the time it used to last. Okay. Let me split this pull up. Easy enough to split with the Shadow Knight Passy has always been short. You know what I mean? So I hope they didn't shorten the length of that one and nobody noticed yet. But I have a feeling there was nowhere to shorten it. It was already short. So I'm already used to, passing and then, doing what I was trying to do with that passy ASAP. I didn't have the 6+ minutes to mess around like a chanter did. But was that classic? Was passy supposed to last 7 minutes or whatever? I don't recall any stuff like that lasting that long back in the day, but I also played a warrior, so what would I know? As far as the other patch notes, I didn't really see anything in there that affected me in any sort of way, right? Go look back over them, I guess. See what's really good, but there's like a lot of little. This is now questable, multi-questable. That's now multi-questable, which is funny because I was just saying in stream that every single quest is multi-questable. I didn't know that there were some that needed work. So I'm glad that they're catching up and getting them all multi-questable because I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean? As long as it's not like you get a container and you got to fill the container and hit combine. You know what I mean? That was kind of their workaround to make things not so multi-questable anymore, right? Once upon a time. Epics and stuff. But But other than that, I've MQ'd a lot of quests. You know, I mean, you can MQ Temple of Sol Row stuff. You can MQ Noob Yard faction quests. It's just whoever gets the last turn. And 3 out of 6, nice. You're on a hot streak with getting a Quill main. That wasn't back to back, was it? I'm just out here farming some, you know, a little flowing black sash could go a long way right now. We got some pals that are new to the server. Sunday was a good stream for, you know, getting some J boots flowing. You know, hopefully, you know, the newly J booted come back and boot around. Maybe this weekend. You know, we met him on a Sunday. Wouldn't be surprised if we see him again on a Sunday. Alright, so out of the 3 players online, whoa, going fast. Out of the 3 players online, what do we know about them? One of them is me, a 60. Oh, we're all level 60. So Coag and Lansky are 60s. I feel like I've seen one of those players before. A Druid and an Enchanter. Which one's which? I don't know. But neither one of them's in Guck. Let's take a peek at Sentinel. I'm not super urgent about it right now, but actually, you know what? I bet these gloves would be an upgrade for somebody I know. So I will kill the placeholder. Just get this guy out of the way because he's annoying. These Wand Ghoul Knights are not hard, but the Dar is, so I don't need extra DPS on me when I'm trying to kill it. Yeah, my bags are just so full right now. Gotta go hit the vendor in the swamp. Almost done with Dead Side over here. It's all downhill from here. Really, it's uphill because we're in the basement, but you know what I mean. Alavit says, is this game worth buying considering it's $0.00? I'd say sure, you know? But if time is money, as they say, then I don't know. It's quite the commitment. It's quite the grind. But if you're into that sort of thing, I know I thought it was worth it back in the day when it was it cost money to buy, and then it also had a monthly subscription. I remember, you know, justifying it then. So now that it's free, and it's been free for a long time, like this is the emulator of it. So it's like they'd have some real balls to charge us at this point. This is like a custom labor of love called Project 1999. It's, you know, a classic-ish version of the game. We're on the expansion called Velius, and they decided that is the best, you know, place to stop to represent classic. You say good luck, Lord Kalanashi. Uh-oh. What's that mean? You coming for me? This is the PvP server. You know, if the the thousands of people that play Project 1999, there's a, you know, the few, the loud, the red 99ers. We're here and we won't shut up about it. There is currently 4 players online. You know, listen, it's it's not empty. It's just sparsely populated. But even with 4 players online, things can change in a second. You never know. You never know who's coming, who's on their way where. I don't know Braumeister. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know who it is because he uses a certain naming convention. I would say it's in a level 11 through 20. Let's see if it's a dwarf. Not a dwarf, wow. Let's see what class it is before I start trying to guess anything else. I have all these hotkeys made. It's another enchanter. Looks like I didn't finish making hotkeys because it takes more than a full page to check all the classes usually. So I gotta look at that and see what I forgot. Really? He posted about server maintenance? He's got jokes, huh? Is he funny? Were they funny jokes? I definitely need some more mana. Especially, it's like I was saying, PvP server, anything can happen, blah, blah, blah. If something does happen, I want to be ready for it. But I'm going to be honest with you. Thursday mornings, they're usually pretty serene. Brahmi joked about EVERQUEST getting patched. Yeah, that's pretty funny. He's got jokes then. That's a good joke. Because apparently they're never even going to address it. It's alright. Typical though, right? I'll be like talking about how they don't patch anything, and then they patch, and the very next morning I download the patch. I'm like, yeah, but they didn't patch the right thing. You know what I mean? You can't make me happy. You can never please me. I'll just move the goalposts. I'm just kidding. I'm glad that they, you know, it's proof of life. They showed that they still have the keys, right? We're not just drifting. There's someone at the helm, and you know, patches or a patch has been released again. I feel like that was a big gap between whatever patch this was, 58, and the last one before that. There's a huge gap in time. Let's see if we can check this out. Yeah, 58 was the newest patch. October 23rd, 2024. Let's see if patch 57. Is this really the... I'm trying to find the name of this patch. Because he just says new patch. He doesn't... And the link is on the like homepage or whatever, so he doesn't really say the name of the patch. But it looks like it was December 2022. So, you mean over a year ago, which feels right to me. That I don't remember patching in quite a while. Yeah, I don't see any other patches in between, so you know, a little over a year since the last one, so that's good. You know, even if it's not the patch I wanted, you know, that's good that they're working on it. It was a lot of stuff. It was a long list of changes, you know? A quest here, a drop there, you know, an NPC wandering path here, you know, like there's stuff. You know, these are meaningful changes. Um, you know, even little small ones still make a difference. And they took time and effort, and we appreciate it. I saw that the 2/3 damage over time penalty no longer affects rooted targets. So that means all this time when I thought I was successfully root rotting on the druid, I might as well have been snaring it and kiting it. And that's what they're telling me. I don't know if that tracks. I feel like it felt faster when it was rooted. You know what I mean? I really felt like it was taking full damage from the dots during that time. But if they just fixed it now, I must have been mistaken. It's really weird. So I mean that's a great change if so, you know, get it back to the way it's supposed to be. Vendors no longer turn to face players opening their shop. That's interesting. Didn't they used to in Classic though? I, I feel like they did. But they have their reasons. If they're not supposed to do that yet in the timeline, then sure, sure. You know, I would argue BowQuest is a more pressing matter, but they would not. Unrefined ore is no longer available at vendors. Really? Now that's something I remember buying. It wasn't available all over the place. I had to go to like Agok or something. Or maybe it was outside Agok. It might have been in the Firat. But I was a blacksmith, or an aspiring blacksmith once upon a time. And I know I wasn't able to buy the stuff in Grob back then. So I agree that it should have been removed from that. Like, I don't think that whole vendor was there. The one at the entrance to the Shadow Knight Guild, like the tunnel entrance there. The dude with the apron. Um, I don't remember him back in the day. So, I mean, removing him I think would be good. But as far as removing all unrefined ore, I don't know about that. Ant potions do not work outdoors until July 2000. So I saw that. That's another one of those things that, like, I guess will make a difference if they ever make a new server. And the fact that they're making changes like that is a good sign for the future that there will be a new server. But I mean, they did a lot of changes like that at the patch before that. You know what I mean? So I guess it's not any indication it's happening soon. But yeah, I would say on all servers right now, we're past July 2000 in the timeline, right? On all the P99s. Increase base nighttime brightness level to not rely on in-game game adjustments in order to see textures. I have to see that one in action, huh? I don't know what exactly they mean by that. I was always, you know, lucky to be a troll. Decent vision. I did my one time trying to play on the PvP server when I was a kid, 25 years ago. I made an erudite. I couldn't see in the dark at all. Got PK'd by a skunk, and I think I just re-rolled a Moral Fool server instead. A battling eye now drops. I'm not familiar with that item. Poor man's eye of Zom, like I get that, but as far as battling eye, not familiar. Alright, so that was Executioner. Did I do the Cavalier placeholder? I probably did. Sorry, I'm on like autopilot, guck, clear mode. Yeah, I did that. Okay. Keep it pushing. I'm gonna go get J-boots on. Get a little fresh air every now and then. In the Warrens. Oh, okay, yeah. Batlings. Sure. Anything these repopped yet? Maybe they did. Let's see. One of the first things I killed this morning. Not up yet. The actual first thing I killed this morning was gargoyles up there, and then gargoyles down here. So we're cooking. They're popping. Kill these right now too. Bread and butter drops right here. Gargoyle eyes, stackable, lightweight, valuable. Gotta love them. Oh, and easy. Increased HP for Urgrez and Addison of Iceclad. Okay. I don't remember them. Are they gnome pirates? The mob to charm and Iceclad is it's got two names. You know what I mean? A first name and a last name. Like something Icepaw maybe. He's a let me see. I forget his name. I don't think it's Icepaw, because those are the ones inside Velks, you know, or whatever, but something like that. I'd know it if I saw it. Uh-oh. Nas having a rough time out here. Okay, yeah, I was getting J-boots on, that's what I said. So yeah, the server repopped, as you all know, because there was a patch. Which, you know, it's cool. I had left up Evil Eye and Froglock Crusader. I was going to get them later, you know what I mean? It was two of those ones that was like, it's not urgent. And then the server reset, so it's like, well, there goes those. That's why I guess sometimes you just got to get things when you see them and not put it off. No better time than the present, etc., etc. Well, let's see what's up now on live side. Oh, and the Tactician was up too, but it didn't have the tiara, so it wasn't a huge deal. It's a lot of work for that book. I'd rather not. Alright, yeah, we got a placeholder there. I might just clear it. We could use some more bags flowing. You know, we got a lot of new players on red lately. And they could all use bags, I'm sure. No mana stones on P99 anymore, right? They're not dropping for years. At least on red, it's been like a decade. So when the Evil Eye pops, it always drops the bag of Stone Evil Eye, which is good. You know, it's no mana stone, but it's good. Yeah, it's not no drop. I just have no drop stuff in it. Yeah, I was reading about that Shraylock change. Rekfek Shraylock has the higher level version and High Pass lower version, and Kithcore shares spawns with the other Shrayloks and no longer drops the path. Yeah. Which, you know, that's what I remember. I remember farming the pack in Kithcore. I don't remember farming the pack in... I mean, not in Kithcore, in High Pass. I don't remember farming it in Kithcore back in the day. I didn't know that was a thing. I think you were the one who told me about it. And it was like a mind blower for me, because it's like... That's way easier. Greatly reduce the severity of Indigo Brotherhood factions for killing Crushbone Orcs. Interesting. So does that mean Orc Friend could kill a couple just for fun? I'm not going to do it anyway, because dubious is a slippery slope, especially when there's no way to recover that faction. But that's interesting. Very interesting. And greatly reduce the severity, not just a little bit. I mean, I guess that could mean it going from a like 4 faction hit to a 1 faction hit, you know what I mean? That'd be greatly. Recorrected pacify. Yeah, okay, so they did put it in the patch notes, we just didn't see it? Or they just added that? This is the Crusader placeholder. Kind of an obscure guy, but I like his spot. He's got the cigars, you know, chilling. Very interesting. Well, yeah, let's see what else is up on live side over here. So this is what we call the keep, right? We're down in the bottom of the keep. Got a couple floors. It was edited at 10:39. Well, there you go. When I went to bed, that was not on the patch list for sure. The fact that it's been added now, I guess, answers our question of was it something that broke by accident, or is it actually a patch they fixed? I guess it's actually a patch they fixed. So we'll do with that what we will. 2 bone chips. Might have to go. Alright, so at the keep, the next level here, we got potentially the priest, but no, it's a placeholder. Okay, why not? So yeah, this is the change we all wanted. Increase the chance of foraging water in all zones. I did notice that it was really hard to summon water, right? I was always the druid or the ranger. If I would run out of food and drink, and I'd be, you know, subsiding strictly by foraging, I'd be thirsty, but not hungry, just because, like, you know, food was all over the place, but the water was like, start to wonder if it even dropped. Versus, you know, I had a druid back in the day. Same name, Doldain. It was like my main alt. I didn't play it all the time, but I played him a lot. And I remember foraging drink like a decent amount. So good. That is the change we all wanted. I think, you know, while we're talking about food and drink, they should get the classic consumption rates going, right? Right now it's all broken. Muffins last the same as iron rations. You're the same thirstiness level in the desert or the swamp. And, you know what I mean? Like halflings don't eat extra, etc., etc. Everything's all even, for better or for worse. You ask which mobs are stationary in South Row, added missing paths to the stationary mobs, and over there, South Row, North Row, Eastern Waste, Firat, and Misty Thicket. So in South Row, I can name a few that were stationary. There was that zombie that would just kind of stand there. And maybe that's the only one I can think of right now. Probably that zombie. So that's cool, I guess. Little less consistency in a chaotic zone. It's good. Keeps it classic. Oh, Chester howling in the distance. Alright. Let me get the J boost. Let me go vendor, because I'm like super full. We got a couple more to check on the way out. I'm going to float this way. I'm going to float this way, like I said. We'll see if the noble's up. Maybe I'll even clear the placeholder, but probably not. And I don't see no noble. So 3 more to check. We got the herbalist, the tactician, and the king. So here's the herbalist placeholder in here. This Darnite. I'm just going to leave that be for now. And the king is up with the sword, right? We know that's not a fine steel sword because he's not glowing. If he was glowing, he'd have the crown. So that's a mithril two-hander. That's cool. I'm not sure I could solo him anymore, but we might try. Not right now, because like I said, J-Boots, vendor run. And I'm already carrying a mithril two-hander in the bank anyway. So let me probably file that in under useful information and not act on it this morning, probably. Nobody better try to pilfer any royal frog drops, though. You know what I mean? These are... Just because you see a frog lock up doesn't mean the camp's available. So, I'll go vendor real quick. There's a guy out here. If you guys aren't familiar with the... I think his name's Stragnak or something. He sells some shaman spells. Cool guy. He always handy to buy some fine steel weps. Get it handy because he's on a big hand. I didn't even mean for that, but there it is. That's where he is, right on top here. Just a little south of the South Rose Online. Cobalt Hunter, leave me alone. Alright. Sell some fine steel, sell some lesser stuff. I keep the gargoyle eyes because, you know, they're not bothering anybody right now. They're lightweight and they're worth, you know, same as a peridot. So I'd probably be burdening myself more by selling them. Shit, Skull Shape sells for 61 plat. For some reason we thought that was like 30 plat. We were talking about that the other day. Yeah, I'll even sell the ivory, why not? But it is a coin loot PvP server. So if I was to get, you know, defeated by a player right now, and they looted me, they would get all this coin. So, you know, I'm like a pinata right now. Maybe somebody will feel brave enough. But harm touch is up. Disciplines are up. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Not really expecting too much this morning, but I won't get complacent about it. But yeah, I'm carrying more bags than I would like. I think I gotta go either pick up another tinker bag or just switch to a toolbox, and then I'll cut out one of these 2 regular backpacks. I didn't even used to carry those backpacks. I used to have 4 and then 4 top slots available for clickies. That's the way I like it. I'd rather go back to that. Fix disciplines and helms, make them... Yeah. It's really annoying, huh? That's why I have /disc unholy as a hotkey instead of trusting this hotkey, because yeah, this one would clear every time he's on. It's annoying. And the helms, see, I don't have any changes to... What do you mean make it survive zoning? If I turn my helm on right now and then zoned, I would lose my helm? Or, I think I have helm on and I'm just wearing an invisible helm. I don't remember. Tranix is invisible, right? You could type /disk to see timer. Really? I didn't know that. Now that's interesting. Oh, you know what? I should have checked some stuff while I was in Upper Deck too, since it's been repopped. If you said it's not, okay. Very interesting. Let's just check Summoner. And the Croc. Check Summoner and Croc, but I don't feel like going all the way to Shin. Alright, I'll go to Shinlord too. I talked myself into it. I'm trying to say I don't feel like it when I know deep down. I'm a little curious. You hate Bard helmets. Yeah, I guess I'm lucky that I got a T-Crown on the Bard too. I haven't had to deal with that issue. Right, I'm going to cut through the fungus farm. Let's see what we see down here. Shinlord region. It'd be cool if there was more names down in this area. You know what I mean? Like for there to only be one named in all these rooms, it's like, dang. But it's fine. It's fine. We got a placeholder there. That's perfectly acceptable. I don't need no Ghoulbane. But if it was up, I would definitely, you know, take action. The Warden is not up either, but another thing that's not really needed. The gear is, you know, it's too specific. Rogue or Bard only. Rogue or Bard only. That's, you know, unfortunate. And they don't vendor worth much. You know what I mean? I think get like 1 or 3 plat or something maybe from the drops from the Warden. It's like, eh. You know, he's great for XP. When you need the like level 25 or whatever, I feel like that's a decent enough level to kind of farm him for the easy dark blue kill, you know what I mean? But as far as the drops, I'd rather carry Fine Steel home. But it'd be cool if he dropped more stuff from that. You know what I mean? If they like made it a full set. I know, I'm always like daydreaming about like, what if they did this? What if they did that? Well, they're not gonna, because that's not how it was in Classic, and they're not, you know, they're trying to get closer to Classic. They're not adding more custom stuff, but you know what I mean? I feel like they're like flavorful. It'd be kind of cool if you can get some troll, like there's the troll hide belt and the elf hide gloves. What if there was a troll hide helm, or that, you know what I mean? Or it'd be cool. They were onto something designing over here. So no frenzies, no sentinel. Huh? It is a sentinel. I was trying to predict the future. Obviously that didn't work. Okay, cool. The wand hasn't repopped yet though. So, oh, there he is. There he is. Well, like clockwork, both Triad members logged on together again. You never see one without the other. You know? Cheers. Cheers to close friends in EverQuest, you know? There's surely no other explanation. Alright. You know what, before I pull this, I'm gonna get my, what's it called? Damage shield on. Nacy and their son, they always play together? Gotcha. What's up, Cass? So they're on the up and up, you would say, or is Sun, aka his smaller laptop? I'm just wondering. No judgment. I just, you know me, I'm always checking who all. I see who's on and off. I've never seen one without the other. You know, it's, if you see one of that guild, you see both of that guild. At least two of them are real. Gotcha. How you doing today? On this fine Thursday. Sentinels, a tough one, but with damage shield. Like if I fear kited it, it would be easy. Like fear kite just totally what's it called? Shit. This is like too hard. You're worried about the pacify changes? Yeah. That's the most game breaking change for sure. We were talking about that. Just gotta adjust strategy. I feel like it would make a huge difference in what, like mischief? Maybe Velks? Like there's a lot of places you guys have gotten pretty used to just strolling around however you please with them 7-minute passies. Before I was like, I'll just let the damage shield kill it. And now it's like, no, no, no. Damage shield killing it means I die in the process. I didn't clear myself very much space either. I don't want to pull it over a pit either. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of ins, a lot of outs, a lot of strands in old Duder's head. We're doing fine though. Oh, Fellspine. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, good thing you pretty much got your fill on that, huh? I would figure by this point. But yeah, I mean, you get used to being able to do something, and they take that ability away. That's what we call a nerf. You got nerfed, buddy. Got nerfed hard. But we'll see. I think it'll just make it a little tougher. I think you can still do it. When there's a will, there's a way. Do you hear Chester right now? He's yarbling. Okay, son. Go ahead and turn around. We're done with you. We're done with you. Stop. Leave me alone. Hey, you got the shirt though. That's cool. Sure, why not? Yeah, I mean, I would assume that would drive the price up. It's a seller's market on those, so let's be honest. Yonder really says, "Knew you've been holding out on me too." That's hilarious. I need some big HP, some big mana. Just gonna sit right here a sec. Hey, refilling the coffee. Nobody jump me while I'm AFK, okay? I'm trusting you. Alright? Keep an eye on my Shadow Knight. He's in your hands. I'll be right back. Really quick. Don't even try it. And will pacify now lasts as long as it takes me to figure out how to spell pacify. So about 2 minutes. You know what I mean? It's quite the nerf. Down from about 7 minutes. That's like a fraction of the time. Joe Joe Passy, Joe Pesci. What's up, Fardotron? Good morning. Rise and grind, buddy. At least you're a shaman, right? Unbothered. Totally unbothered right now. I mean, now you guys know how I feel. Shadow Knight Passy only lasted like probably what you guys just got nerfed to. You know, we're all the same now. I'm basically an enchanter, if you get down to it. But anyway, yeah, let me rebuff a little bit. Just a little bit. Not all the way. Oh no, J Boots. That'll be the one buff I don't do. How about that? Wow. When it rains, it pours. Anyways, I was about to take this buffing and medding opportunity to welcome you all to the show this morning. You know, we're just getting started. And by that I mean, you know, we're an hour into it. We got a Discord. Here's a link. I'm gonna pin it. The pinned message is a link to the Discord. If you're not already in there, what are you waiting for? The water's fine. Hop on in, splash around. It's the swamp. You know? Smells like home. We got 3 whole players online. That's Red 99 on a weekday morning, baby. Could be worse. You know? Could be the only one. But there was more earlier. What else can we talk about? We're talking about the patch, right? That's been the hot topic. First patch in over a year on this server. This server being the entire P99 project. Proof of life, you know? One of the changes I would say is a major nerf. Originally left off the patch notes, but then later Ox did a little research and found out it was 10:39 p.m. I believe. It was snuck in there, you know, like oopsie, we forgot to tell you, Passy got, you know, hit with a Nerf bat. Except that Nerf bat was like aluminum, we took it out back, and we broke Passy's legs. So enjoy, Passy users enjoy that. You know, they're striving for classic, and it was deemed unclassic for you guys to cast Passy and live willy nilly for the next 7 minutes. You know, it's kind of more what I remember. Passing not lasting 7 minutes, being like a kind of short thing. You passy, and you do your thing, you know, before the passy breaks. I remember that, but it's not about what I remember, and it's about what they remember, and they can prove, and they were able to prove that passy was lasting too long, and then they fixed it. Right? That's basically what went down behind the scenes. So maybe it'll make Felspine harder. Maybe it'll make Plane of Mischief harder. Maybe it'll make a few other places harder. But you guys are very adaptable. I'm sure you'll figure out something. Probably just casting Passy more often. But I know it's pretty resistible. Could be tough. So good luck. See how it goes. I'm sure you'll still be the kings and queens of soloing, even with the Passy nerf. Talking about enchanters, right? Like, yeah, I guess a cleric would also be affected by a Passy nerf, but the ones who, it's a life-changing change, they're the ones who are soloing everything, let's face it. Yep. Yonder Willy, Shamans are unbothered, Shadow Knights are unbothered, Warriors unbothered. Pretty much all of us unbothered. It's basically the, the chanters that are going to be affected. But what else? What else is a hot topic? Just the fact that it was patched at all, right? It's been over a year. And the last patch, I don't remember anything huge last patch. I remember a lot of quest changes and a lot of things that were like, this isn't correct for the timeline. Like, maybe it's correct now in Velius, but like, it should have been like this at launch. Stuff like that. There was a lot of changes that are like totally irrelevant to the current servers they run, and only make a difference if they launch a new server. So that, let me say, in December 2022, when they made that patch, I was feeling a lot of hope. They did make the phase spider change that patch too, right? Phase spiders now summon players. The unclassic change to question mark, question mark, question mark. I think fuck over bards or something. Like they'll sneak in little stuff here and there. But as far as it goes, like, it was a mostly underwhelming patch, I thought. But this one, it's a little mix, right? It was a mix of stuff that it's like, yeah, this is irrelevant now because it's affecting the timeline that we're past. But there's also stuff that it's like affects current things. Now something's multi-questable. Now this thing's properly pathing. Now this thing, like they made a couple tweaks here and there. No bow quest change. Not great. But let's face it, that's just me moving the goalposts. I was crying they weren't patching, then they patch. Let me at least be, thankful out loud for 24 hours, They just patched. The tiniest violin. Yeah, people... What song was that with the face spiders? Dragon Necropolis? Do people even go there anymore? I feel like that was a poppin' spot until that change. I'm not really much of a Velius guy. Too cold. Maybe I'll go over there sometime, but I try not to. I wish we had Lucklin. Yes, I call it Lucklin. It's official. Fun spot to farm weapons as a crew. What, Dragon Acropolis? Sure. Let's go. Let's go right now. Shit, I'm the only player online. Shut it down, I win. I called it. The one player online says wipe it clean, so it's 100%. We're all, it's unanimous. I'm sure somebody's just camping over. Yeah, all the Triad members that logged on at once, logged off at once. You know, just friend things. Good. Oh shit, we got a Nas in the house. I like messing with this guy because it's satisfying, let me tell you. I'm making silent moves over here. I'm moving in silence. Listen, don't tell him that I'm coming, okay? It's our little secret. Making silent moves. Between you and me, I hope this guy has his gear. Because I'm not going to kill him naked, okay? That's not what I'm into these days. I'm nice, chewy. I'm more into this. It's not sporting, right? I'm all about the sport of it these days. So hopefully he has his gear. We're gonna go find the other player online. That's just between us. Make a silent move. It's moving in silence over here. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But I did crash, so hold please. It'll just take me a couple seconds to get back in. I'll take this time again to, you know, invite you to join the Discord. It's that pinned link. We'll move you down to the private channel as soon as you're in. You know, aka the swamp. All right, what else? What else can we talk about while we're waiting for this to load? No, it's done loading, so good thing. Because I didn't think of shit. I guess I could talk about how the YouTube channel still has an automatic upload happening every day. I'm trying to get through the backlog of old streams that, you know, have been lost to time, kind of. I'm uploading them on, or, you know, getting them up on YouTube so you can see and enjoy. I think they're the new uploads and the upload that'll happen today are, you know, still August, so we still have a good deal of backlog to get through before we're caught up. We'll be caught up sometime in November, I think, and then I'll try to just, you know, not have a backlog grow like that again. We'll keep the Twitch stream, you know, and then the re-upload on YouTube shortly thereafter. That's what I try to do. Yeah, another guy logged off. Who told him? That was our little secret. Somebody let him know. Man, come on, man. He's escaped justice from me twice. It's rough. Like, I'll get him down to 0% and then he'll get killed by an NPC. Twice. I hate that. You know what I mean? Like, that's, listen. He was raging out that I was doing it on purpose, you know, making him lose XP. It's not. I was not doing it on purpose, believe me. I was trying my freaking darndest to get that kill shot. but you know, sometimes it just don't work that way. Alright, let's see what's going on in the bags. Not bad, pretty well organized, I'd say. Freshen up the J boots. I'll probably get back on the 60 Shadow Knight, but I mean, what's the difference really? We're still patrolling Guck. In fact, I might stay on this one just because it's morning. We've seen stirrings. We might actually get a whole encounter going soon enough. It's a 43 Shadow Knight. Pretty halfway geared, right? Got the eye patch of plunder. Sweet. Got a Lodazel shell shield. Awesome. We got Reed Ring. Not so hot. We got Tort of what? Frost? Oh no. You know, there's there's room to grow. But what really matters is the weapon. A Mithril two-hander. Again, room to grow. Kind of overkill to have FBSS and a Mithril two-hander, but the FBSS is there for, you know, when I switch to my one-hander, which is pretty good. I like the one-hander. Chardock. Unfortunately, I have about the worst shield you can manage. I know, I guess there's worse. Barely. But, yeah, not great. Not great. But better than an empty slot. So we got Bestie and we got Scrotodon online. I don't know you. Matson Spell sounds like a level 1 mule to me, if I had to guess. There's 2 level 1s on right now. I have a button to check who's in my level range. I actually have to update it. 39 through 47. Update that. And see. Nobody. Just me. So, it is what it is. Keep an eye out for that enchanter. So, they're only green, but I feel like this will be a decent chunk when I kill all of them. It's a numbers game, you know what I mean? And 5 is a good number. I could go try Shinlord again, right? It's just the risk versus reward. There's a lot of risk. Tough roam, tough pull, tough split. The named himself is tough also. And the same amount of time that I do all that, I could have probably fear kited 6 specters and meted back up to full. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's... I gotta be real about it. Some of these camps are really meant for a group. Or at the very least not a solo melee. Just because I think it's a 5 pull. That's tough. Like, yeah, I can feign death split, but you take a lot of beats in the process. Now you got to start the fight. a little with less than optimum. But it is a placeholder up. So ideally, you know, I mean, you split it up, get a nice amount of time between the pops, and then when the name does pop, you don't have to split it. It's already split. And you could use your whole HP and mana bar killing it. That's probably what it would take. You might even need to harm touch them. These NPC pallies are tough. So all that being said, I'd kind of talk myself more into just killing specs if I was going to try to XP this Shadow Knight right now. Eh, maybe it's not as big of a chunk as I was hoping for, but it is what it is. It's moving in the right direction. So what level is Bestie? Not 60. They're between 50 and 54. Unless that's Scrotodon. Well, we'll find out. No, Maps and Spells is the level 1. Well, they're not between 50 and 54 either. They are a level 1. Okay. So Scrotodon was between 50 and 54. Well, anyways. Let me move this guy a little bit. Oof. I was doing good on my run out until I hit that friggin' door frame. It's a sticky door frame, you know what I'm saying? I wonder how many times I made that run. Either into Guck or out of Guck. Combined. It's a lot. So AutoZone is level 60. Oh, a Triad member. Now let's see if another Triad member logs in right now. Because like I said, you never see one without another. At least one other. Maybe you'll even see 2 others. We're going to go look at the Shadow Men. We had a lot of J-Boots flowing last Sunday, right? It was great. All right. I'm a little less great at finding this hand from Guck. Sometimes I nail it, I run right to it, but other times I'll find a different landmark and then, you know, correct my navigation from there. But I did it right this time. Of course, looking for the shadowed rapier. It would be visible in the Shadow Man hands. These guys were in the patch notes, right? They now have smaller aggro radiuses, but they assist each other. We do have a rapier. Where's the other one? Another one down here? Okay. He's fully invisible. Alright, so. Maybe I'll met up and try it. Be right back. Let's get full HP, full mana. We'll see if these guys really do assist each other. If they do, I'm probably going to get killed by these things. But I'll give it a shot for science, just to see what the new Shadowman behavior is like. I know before, if I pulled one of these, it would come alone, right? But now that they assist each other, oof, I don't know. Be right back. Okay, HP bar feels full enough. Wish me luck. Because I'm underwater. Hold on. Either that or I can't cast onto the hand. Ugh, annoying. Maybe I could shoot an arrow at it. I feel like I should have known that it's like this, but I've spent so long pulling him with the bard. What the f... I shot him. It uses my arrows. Oof. Alright, how about something that doesn't require line of sight? There we go. Didn't assist. Terrific. Alright, let's see if anybody's in my range now. Yes, I'm gonna guess it's Beatrice. I'm not gonna guess, because we know. Level 1, level 60. Ugh, they're doing construction outside, great. Sun's just rising. Alright. Let's head back to Guck. Or no, wait, now that I have the Shadow Rapier, and I have Ring of the Ancients, anybody need a J-Boots? Maybe we could squeak one in real quick, you know? If Haston pops. I know some people that need J-Boots. Maybe I'll start hitting them up. If Haston pops. But I think I'm going to get oh no, I can't get the ring. I was going to say I'll get everything onto a level 1 and get it up there. But I can't get the ring on a level 1, so I got to run this guy anyway. So, you know. Let's do that. Let's set this up. If I got to corpse it on a 43, I'll corpse it on a 43. You know, I mean, the XP is easy enough. Not a hell level. If you know what I mean, like an unresed corpse would be like, kill 3 specters. Okay. It's good as a res. Alright, got another new player online, Scythion. Who is you? We're down to 1 level 1. Okay, so bestie. Level 60s, we got Coag and we got AutoZone. The 40-somethings, you got Beatriz and myself. So Scythion must be level 31 through 40. But below 39. Alright. Doing count commands. Not 36. I should start with 35, right? It's a hell level. So a good chance. Nope. Huh? They already log off? Yep. I went through all the 30s and I'm like, but they're not any of them. That explains it. I think the best part about like the weird who all count commands that I do is I don't keep track of any of this stuff. I just like figure it out. I say, okay, and then like forget it, you know, and then I got to figure it all out again next time. I should really keep better track. Have a like a spreadsheet, you know what I mean? That would be definitely well-adjusted behavior. Let's grab 3250 gold. Let's head out to Wrath Mountains and then question mark, question mark, question mark. See what's goody. 32, 325. There we go. I'm like, why can't I pick up 3,250 flat? Yes, encumbered. Big whoop. Still pretty big encumbered right now, but it's fine. I don't know if that helps. Take off negative agility gear. Still below 85. I'm probably better off with it on. Let's see. I'm moving this fast, right? Here without strafe. Just this fast. And then I put the shield on. My agility goes down 1 point, but my strength goes up 10. But strength doesn't have to do with my run speed, it's my agility. So I think I'll carry like this. Either way, we'll get there. Yeah, who else needs J boots? I gotta take a survey. Do you hear that Chester is talking? He stopped because I called him out on it. He's in the other room just like doing what he does. So I fixed his cat tree yesterday. He has this one, so he's had it for a bit now. We got 2 cats and 2 cat trees. They both prefer one over the other. Winnie likes the really tall one. It's like a tension rod one that goes floor to ceiling and has, you know, levels all the way up. And she likes to go to the second highest or the highest. You know, she's a tall cat. And Chester has a medium-sized cat tree, like what I would, you know, before I ever seen a floor-to-ceiling tension bar one, I would have called it a big cat tree, but you know, I mean, it's like medium in comparison. But he prefers to stay low. And there's this one particular, you know, scratch post that he likes to scratch on the bottom. Now keep in mind, this is a load-bearing post. And he scratched the ropes right off of it, you know what I mean, like, and it was just a cardboard tube that he still loved to scratch, and he scratched like all the way through it, and then almost to the point where I'm like, is this thing gonna collapse? So what I did was I took the cardboard core from a carpet, and I chopped off a length, the same length as his current post, and I got some rope that's like the same, it's like sisal or whatever, it's like that, you know, really rough, cheap, like cord stuff that they, you know, like wrap cat scratchers with. And I tightly wound it and hot glued it to the post, and then I slipped it over the broken post, so it's like a, you know, it's been resurfaced with a whole industrial post. Like this thing, compared to the old one, it's much sturdier. He hasn't touched it yet, of course. Gotta get like some catnip, rub it on there or something, you know what I mean, to show him like, hey buddy, this is for you. Your favorite post is like more scratchable than ever, without, you know, taking down the whole tower. Which I should take down the whole tower, honestly, because he doesn't use the higher parts. No, he does sometimes, but he really likes that ground level. Just funny. cat things. They're hilarious to me. Maybe it's the toxoplasmosis talking. I would buy my cat's furniture before I will buy myself furniture. You know what I mean? They call the shots. But anyway, I'm a little jealous of him. The new post. If I was him, I would be so pumped to try it out. You know what I mean? Fresh scratching post, handmade artisanal. Alright, it's amateur at best, but I think it looks pretty good. Dr. L, welcome to the chat. And yes, we love cats on the stream. If we can get Chester to guest appear, you know, the other one's a little more camera shy. Not to say it never happens. Like if I get up, leave the chair for a second, the other one might hop up onto the chair. But she's not a lap cat, and she's camera shy for the most part. But Chester, every now and then, on his terms, he'll guest star. I'm like a little disoriented. There's two ruins with skellies. I wasn't sure if that was the one that's north of the zone line or the one that's south of the zone line, but pretty sure that was the one south of the zone line. Yeah, looks good. Or else we would have hit the corner by now, you know? I was running through the swamp and I decided to check the Shadow Men. We found the Shadowed Rapier, and we have Ring of the Ancients. So I grabbed 3250 gold, and now I'm going to run out here. I'm going to see if I can pop a Hasten Boot Strutter. And if so, I'm giving away J-Boots again. We did this on Sunday. We gave away a whole bunch of J-Boots just to, you know, try to get people a foothold on red. You know what I mean? If you're going to have a foothold, you might as well put boots on that feet. And if you're putting boots on that feet, they might as well be the journeyman's boots, you know? It's an essential item, you know? If you don't know what I'm talking about, where have you been for the last 25 years? This is like the item, you know? Everybody knows J-Boots. They don't last 17 minutes at level 1, but I don't care. If you want to bring a level 1 out here, I'll put J-Boots on your level 1. But for that to happen, we need Hasten Boot Strutter. He could be the real bottleneck to this whole operation. So let's just see what we see. It looks like the unkempt druid mailed in. No problem. We can dispatch him. Beirut Bright, kill anyone lately? So last time I had an encounter, it was an enchanter, and they had like a gargoyle pet or something that got the kill shot on him. Twice. I fought them 2 times since the last stream, and both times they got killed by a gargoyle instead of me. I would get them to 0, and the gargoyle would get the last hit. So, technically, no. I would say no, I did not. But it was fun, and I'd do it again. And they logged on this morning, which is why I got back on this Shadow Knight, because it's the level range that they're in. And, yeah, I freaking... They logged up. By the time I got on this Shadow Knight, they were already offline. So I don't know. They saw the writing on the wall, or maybe somebody tipped them off what my plan was. It was supposed to be our little secret, you guys. But anyway, they redid how mobs aggro. I'm hearing. What does that mean? This is it's a patch day, right? Where they patched last night, so this is like the first new morning after a patch, first patch in over a year on this server. So we're discovering some things today. Does the NPC count as an XP death if the enchanter's dead? So if it was still their pet, it wouldn't have attacked them, but it was no longer their pet. So it did count as an XP death, yeah. And if it was their pet and it killed me, it would count as a PvP kill. If that answers. So pacify doesn't actually calm anyone anymore, is what I'm hearing. Did Rest the Dead work? Didn't I Rest the Dead something? That worked. But Rest of the Dead isn't Pacify. There's no patch notes about Rest of the Dead. They did change Pacify. Pacify changed from 7 minutes to like 2. I'm hearing right now that it'll land, but it's not actually affecting, so it seems to be broken. They still social aggro. Yeah, if you can confirm that for us, Beirut, right, that'd be cool, because that's big. That's very big. Working as intended, you think? We'll see. Cass was in chat saying that he was nervous about, you know, being able to still do Fellspine. Not if Passy's totally broken, he ain't doing Fellspine. I need one of these. I need 1 or 3 of those. Full dot damage with roots. So for the past how many years have I been thinking it was working and it wasn't working? Because I was rooting stuff if I was going to dot it. You know what I mean? It's either feared or rooted, or I was otherwise holding it stationary. I wasn't doing snare plus dots. That was never a combo for me. But it could have been, I guess. You know, if root was just, it's crazy. See, I only play a druid occasionally. I don't play a shaman. So root rot, you know, it was only a sometimes tool for me. I'd more often be quadding. All right, sorry, getting my bearings here. All right, it's going to spawn on this hill. Maybe I should also look at the timer. And this thing has like a minute left or something. A minute and a half, maybe. Should get a pop at the crest of this little hill. Let me sit right here. You used root rot on. Oh yeah, necro, huh? You noticed damage was insanely low. Did the math and 2/3 checked out. I never did the math. I just assumed it was on the up and up. So, okay, so let me try to follow this then. So if you were dotting something and you were face tanking it, it would take full damage, but then as soon as you rooted it, even if you were still face tanking it, it would cut down to 2/3. Dope. What skill is this? 2-hand slash. Alright, good, because I don't have any. I have like no other skills on this tune, which is not good. I have 1-hand blunt and 2-hand slash. That's it. Hold on 1 second, I sneeze. Sorry about that. Okay. Ad break over it. I'm hoping. Where were we? We're talking about if root rot was broken. You say it was broken. I believe you, because I wasn't using it super often, but I assumed it was working. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's supposed to be 2/3 when it's moving. So then my brain just filled in the rest and was like, well, obviously it must be full damage when it's rooted. But I'd more often fear. That's usually my method. And I could tell it was taking full damage when it was feared, right? It's crazy because I was just giving tips to a druid guildie of mine, and I was telling them about how, it would take full damage rooted. I was explaining it the way it should be and the way it now is, thanks to the patch. But as of the time I was explaining it last week, I was a, misinformed newbie that didn't know better, I guess. So we got Creepy Little Bastard and Zolp online. There's a Drake. We'll kill this. None of them are level 1s. None of them are in my level range. One of them's level 60. And one of them's in the low 50s. So, knowledge is power. Now we know. Do we know what classes they are? Let's find out. A rogue and a warrior. So, ogre warrior and a halfling rogue. Now we know. So let's see which one's which. $60 warrior. $51 rogue. Cool, right? Yeah, Zolp is the 60 warrior. Knowledge is power. Now we know. But again, I say these things and then I forget these things. And then we'll figure it all out again next time. But if you remember, more knowledge power to you. We're out here hoping for a hasten boot strutter as we hit the 2-hour mark of this stream. Of course, this is the Thursday morning stream. This is the short and sweet one. It is what it is. I still hope you enjoy it. I know I certainly do. But I'm an EverQuest enjoyer. Typical EverQuest enjoyer, if you will. And I've been enjoying it a long time. Yes, I took an 8-year break. I was retired. I didn't think I was coming back. I said, bury me with my pixels. You know what I mean? Left in good enough standing. I wasn't banned. Now I'm back. Fresh. Better than ever. I'm nice chewy this time. That's the only difference, you know? Okay. USB device malfunctioned. There's my splitter, so my mouse on my camera. at the same time borked. So it's all good. Back on track. We've got somebody in the zone. Possibly in range. This is interesting. Maybe I should freaking get C and Viz up. Oh, an epic mage? Great. Oh, Beatrice is the one that's in range. This guy's not in my range. Got it. I knew that name seemed a little familiar. Alright, alright. Well, they can come look for me. If I'm wrong about the level range, I'll try to fear their pet and get away. Epic Mage is not something I want to fight at level 43 with 3,269 plat on my person. Another Drake pop. So I guess this guy's just clearing hill giants. He should have found me by now if he was looking for me. Yeah, there's no magician in my level range, so I typed count mage and then check the level range, but that's not how you do it. It's MAG, not MAGE. I had to do it twice, but it's not the guy. He's not that guy. But he's the type of guy to like lurk around the inn. If it's the one I'm thinking of, you know what I mean? Zolp telling us what we already know. 60 warrior, yep. Ogre. So Beatriz is 40 Rogue, right? No. Ranger. Yes. Sorry about the construction. If it gets much worse, I might just, you know, mute for a little bit. They're always up to mysterious shit. Be right back real quick. Here she is. She jumped up. I was saying it could happen. We got a cat streamer. It looks like we got a Drake pop too. Yeah, you stretching? Oh, there she goes. Brief little Winnie appearance. Like I said, it only happens if I leave the chair. She might hop up. She's shy. But yeah, it's almost that time. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? The Thursday stream, it's the short but sweet one. It's kind of a little warm up for Sunday, right? This is the preview show. Server's a little more docile. It's the weekday. You know, we're always here bright and early. The only difference between Thursday and Sunday is, you know, Sunday we keep it going long. This one, it's bright and early, and then it, you know, it is what it is. So, that being said, hope everybody's had a great day today. Or a great morning, I should say, because the day just starting. At least here, East Coast USA. If you've, you know, enjoyed yourself and you haven't followed yet, I urge you to please consider hitting the follow button. That's free. Let me get the YouTube link for you. Hold please for that. There we go. And keep in mind, the YouTube, I have a backlog of old streams from Twitch that are automatically uploading. In fact, it's scheduled to upload in 2 minutes. You'll have another old stream up there. So don't be confused when you see that there's a brand new YouTube video in now 1 minute. It's not brand new. It's a stream. If you've been watching every Thursday, every Sunday, you already seen it. But if you haven't, this is where they will be. Nothing against Twitch. It's just they don't keep the streams forever. You know, they only keep them for a couple weeks and then wipe them. So I've been migrating them over to YouTube, just, you know, in case you want to watch. So there they are. But if I do actually load other videos there from time to time that were not seen on Twitch. But I'm just letting you know that the new upload that's happening like right now is from September, I believe. August, September, I forget. But we have a backlog, and then we'll catch up sometime in November. And then I won't let the backlog happen again, I swear. I'll stay on top of just porting them right over, making them live or whatever. Not live, viewable, whatever I do. So, anyway, let's check one more pop here on the hill. It's free to subscribe on YouTube. Lemon Song doubts me that I won't let it happen again. I mean, I'll try not to. I'll really try to keep the backlog low. That being said, you think my Twitch stream backlog is bad? You should see my, you know, did a little mining off cam backlog. It's crazy. I got like years of kill shots. Because let's face it, that's when the kills usually happen, not on stream. For some reason, people know I'm coming when I'm broadcasting it publicly. They somehow know every time. But when I'm sneaking around offline, I'm a little more successful. So, that being said, I did say every time. There's been some times that nobody snitched, you know, on stream. You know, occasionally. It's an occasional thing. Catch somebody. But, I feel like of all the kills I've gotten on stream, so many of them are within the first, like, 2 seconds of logging in. You know what I mean? Where nobody had time to snitch. So, I'm on to you. Somebody out there. But that being said, I appreciate you either way. You know what I mean? Even if you're just looking out for your friends. I get that. This is a very tribal game. You know what I mean? Like, I help my friends. And I don't necessarily extend that courtesy to all. So I get it. I get it. But, yeah. It's about that time. As soon as we get this last pop. I'm really hoping it's a Hasten Boot Strutter. If it is, I'm going to hand it gold. I'm going to hand it a Shadow Rapier. And then I'm going to, you know, tell my friends to go hand it a Ring of Ancients. But yeah, it's basically about that time. We're winding down the stream. I'm looking for a channel to go raid. I'm thanking everybody for being here today. I'm thanking you in advance for showing up Sunday, right? We're trying to have the best Sunday stream ever. Um, I think I'm gonna play, I'll play something for a while and then I'll log off and play one of my alts and I'll log off. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I'm gonna do one solid run of like just the warrior or just the shadow. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna probably break it up into a couple different like separate adventures. That's my plan anyway. Um, a more rounded Nerathian journey. And I hope you guys can make it. It'll be bright and early Sunday morning, but even if you're sleeping in because it's the weekend or whatever, I'll still be going like through lunch. Another Malden the Unkept. This guy. At least he's blue. I gotta get haste back up. But yeah, anybody in chat streaming or planning to start a stream this morning? So I can go raid you, you know? Otherwise, we'll find somebody in the EverQuest community. We stick together, us EverQuest enjoyers. You know what I mean? But yeah, as far as Thursdays go, I think this has been a pretty fun stream. You know, it's always serene. The weekday. Quiet in the morning. You know? I feel like the West Coast players just went to bed for the most part. Catch some Europeans perhaps. But because we're worldwide over here on Red 99. Don't let the low numbers fool you. We're here. Well, I wonder who else is in range. Kellendell's still not in range yet. Another ranger. He's got some sweet gear. I checked him out. I've seen him. But he was green. So, but he's working on it. Seen him out in the Karanas. Anyways, thank you all for being here this morning. If you're just tuning in now, I'm sorry you missed it. The upload will be up on hey, yeah, thank you for tuning in from Switzerland. Yeah, it's a worldwide game, and that's pretty cool. It's great to have you here watching. And you play this server too, right? I vaguely remember, but I always forget who's who. Gonna we'll see who's streaming. Wow, actually, am I the only live EverQuest stream right now? Well, how am I gonna? Anybody want to stream some EQ today? I'll wait for you to get all set up. Otherwise, we'll have to go. We'll have to raid a non-EQ channel. I know you guys don't want to watch just the tunnel spam, right? I feel like that's not what we're here for today. I understand the purpose. I'm not like knocking a passive stream like that. It does serve a purpose if somebody wants to check prices of something while they're not in the tunnel, sure. Not yet. Hey, I'll help you if you want to sometime soon. But let's get the raid going somewheres. I'll see you guys next time. Oh, let's go see Cozy. Cozy's playing Diablo. He's I know he's taking a little break from EQ, it seems like. We've all done it. You know, that's the beauty of EQ, though. It's always here for us when we come back. So anyway, show Cozy some love from Red 99. He knows exactly what you mean. And, yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Oh, hold on a sec. I can't raid yet. I need this to finish. So anyway, one more time, thank you so much.